Alright, so this part is kind of the second half of the agricultural education program. These are all talking about leadership qualities. The animal industry, as we know, values many different leadership qualities in individuals who might choose a career path with animals, whether that be in the vet assisting field or the veterinary field, or a management field, an industry type standpoint. But these skills can really be developed through what we call total participation in the agriculture program. So that would be involvement in FFA, a solid SAE program, all those things. The first one we're going to talk about is integrity. Integrity is really just a fancy word for honesty. And for each one of these qualities, I picked a person that I thought kind of demonstrated these qualities. And of course, this one is pretty obvious. It's kind of a classic example of Pinocchio and how his nose grows when he lies. So courage. This would be willingness to go forward under any sort of difficult conditions or circumstances. And this one, I kind of went with another obvious one, the Cowardly Lion. In the end, he does find his courage. So this next one is management, and I chose Princess Leia here because, first of all, I was so terribly sad when Carrie Fisher died, but also because Princess Leia is awesome, and especially now that we see her as General Organa in the newer Star Wars, I suppose. Episodes 7 and 8, and also Rogue One. But management is defined as using people, resources, and processes to reach a goal. And especially in episodes 7 and 8 in Star Wars, you really see her kind of coming into her own and managing people appropriately and managing their resources appropriately to help fight the good fight. So this next one is unselfishness, and the person that I chose for this one is Mr. Darcy out of Pride and Prejudice. And for those of you that have never read the book or seen the movie, it's okay, it's fine, I'm a total nerd. But unselfishness, I feel like Mr. Darcy really shows this. He basically makes it very clear that he is willing to do whatever it takes to place the welfare of the person that he loves, Elizabeth Bennet, above himself. And that really is what unselfishness is all about, is making sure that other people are cared for before yourself. All right, the next one is loyalty, which would be reliable support for an individual, group, or cause. And for this one, I had to go with Martin Luther King Jr. This one seems very obvious to me. He was very dedicated to his cause, very loyal to the people that he was fighting for, and he was ultimately fighting for himself as well. Just an awesome, awesome person. Enthusiasm. This is the energy to do a job and the inspiration to encourage others. And this one, I tried to go with someone a little bit less obvious. I went with the Joker. We could certainly say that he was enthusiastic. Don't know that that enthusiasm was really used for good, but he was enthusiastic. He had lots of energy to do his job, whatever evil that might have been. And I don't know that he would necessarily have the inspiration to encourage others, but he certainly struck fear into the hearts of many. Alright, planning. So this one seems fairly straightforward, making sure that you're able to think through, determine procedures, set goals, and then reach them. And so for this one, I chose Ocean's 11, because they really had this elaborate plan in order to break into this casino and steal all the casino's money. You can probably come up with some other examples for this one, but I thought this one was fun. Knowledge or awareness or understanding, basically just knowing what's going on, being smart. Albert Einstein. Gotta go with it. The man was a genius, let's be honest. Tact. So tact is saying or doing the right thing without offending. And this one, I'm going to let you come up with your own example of it. I found this, which is pretty accurate. Tact is telling someone with a hole in his head that he has an open mind. That, to me, really describes tact and what tact really is. You're basically saying, you definitely have a hole in your head, but let's look at it from a different perspective and think of it as something good rather than something negative. Please let me know if you have any questions. I am not going to be Grumpy Cat here. By all means, come see me, come talk to me, email me, what have you, if you do have any questions on this stuff.